welcome back to my channel. It's Tayo here and I'm back. I should be welcoming myself back to this channel because I haven't been here in literally a year. It's probably a year. I need to check again, but I'm back and I am pregnant. So, goodness, it's been a long time. But as you saw at the beginning of this video, we are expecting and we are so excited about it. So this is definitely a different tone from my last video a year ago, but it just shows how faithful God is when you wait on him and you put your trust in him. And so yeah, so if you'd like to know more about our pregnancy journey, I'm going to be showing you, well, I already showed you the announcement. I'm going to be showing you our gender reveal, how we told some family, some updates when we went to the doctor's office, things of that nature. Let's talk about how I found out I was pregnant. I was tracking my cycles just to make sure I knew what was going on with my body. And it was around Thanksgiving time, and I'd been tracking everything. And in these kits, these ovulation kits, you get to see, you get ovulation sticks and pregnancy tests. It was about Thanksgiving time where I was testing, using the little sticks. And the line was very faint, but it was there, and I wasn't sure. So it'd been a couple of days. I hadn't told Ishmael. He was, of course, he knew I was testing and tracking, but I hadn't told him that I was seeing a faint line yet. So I was just freaking out for a couple of days. And it takes a while to see a dark line, when you're taking those little cheap tests. But it was getting to the point where I was starting to see a line, but I didn't know if my eyes were deceiving me. So I called my sister. I was like, I wanted to tell everybody in a special way, but my sister's not even in the country. So I was kind of like, well, she can just find out this way. So I called her. I'm like, hello? I don't know if I see a line. Do you see it? But of course, I'm showing her on my phone. She's kind of like, oh my goodness, I can kind of see it. But she wanted to, she said, go take a regular test just to make sure. And the next day, it was still very faint, but I was seeing something. And so I was like, okay, it's Thanksgiving Day now. And I'm like, okay, I can't even hold it in anymore. I have to tell Ishmael. So I'm like, babe, I show him everything, all the tests, because maybe I'll show my notebook. But in this notebook, you can kind of put the tests together so you see the line darkening. And I'm like, look, do you see a line? He's like, wait, what? I might put in a clip. I look crazy, but I might put in a little quick clip of me telling him. I tried to film a little bit of it.
Wait. So this is pink. Yeah.
It's very faint, and I wasn't gonna tell you.
Wait. Hold on.
So it's a plus sign.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
So we had to wait a couple days. And after a couple of days, we definitely got our positive test, and we were just so excited. We were so happy. It's still very scary because, getting a positive test doesn't mean that everything's always going to work out. So we were just joyous. We knew that God had done it, and we were like, you know what? We're not going to stress. We're not going to worry. We're just going to put our faith in God. So my sister knew. We told her. So we waited a couple weeks just to make sure. And then around Christmas time, we told our family, and I'll try and insert clips here. I tried to insert some clips of us telling our family.
It's early Christmas here. We wanted to know because we were going to come in 2 weeks, but we're here now.
Where's it? You recording, right?
No.
Recording!
Look at my dad.
You know what it is?
I know what it is.
Please don't.
I do know what it is. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
You're so hungry.
I'm really hungry. Jesus.
Oh, well, 25 is far from today.
I'm still trying.
want so long you don't get.
Okay.
What do you guys buy?
It's not something that we can buy, Grandma.
You don't buy it?
We didn't buy it.
Well, how do you get it?
God gave it to us.
I gave it to you.
Jehovah is your name.
Oh,
Jehovah is your name. Jehovah
I know.
is your name.
What the heck? Why did I just see that?
I knew it.
He got that on camera.
As you can see, our moms, they're so excited. Our parents are so excited. Our family's so excited for us. You see how they dropped to the ground. It was hilarious. But telling them was like the best part. And we got the little, I don't know if I showed it. We got a little like onesie. So excited, and we just cannot wait to share this blessing with everyone. But yeah, so now to my pregnancy symptoms, how I've been feeling. It was rough in the beginning. So we told our family around Christmas time. My symptoms hadn't really kicked in because I was still very early, maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Once I think 7th week started, the nausea began, and the nausea I cannot even describe. One thing I hate is headaches and nausea. And what have I had in my pregnancy? Headaches and nausea. And so yeah, it started off just feeling sick all the time. Just like, oh, I just feel sick. Even when I eat, I don't enjoy food. And so this pregnancy, even up till now, going into my 3rd trimester, I still don't enjoy food like I once did. It was very hard in the beginning, just feeling nauseous, and I was still working from home, so I was at home all day, feeling sick, sitting in front of a computer, talking all day. It was tough. And it's not only tough physically, but it really is tough mentally, especially because it's such an exciting time, but then you feel so sick, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is not fun. So around week 7 and 8, it really kicked in. A couple weeks later, I have a journal. I should have probably read through my journal first just to remember everything. But yeah, it was hard. My nausea did not stop until week 22 maybe. So imagine months of feeling sick and just nauseous. And I didn't throw up all the time, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, once or twice a week, depending on the week, depending on what I ate. So I had to be very cautious of what I ate, because in the beginning, I was just eating whatever, and then I wasn't listening to my body and my mind. When you're pregnant, your mind tells you, you know what, Tyler, this food that you're about to eat, I know it's not gonna sit right with you, but when you see it, you're like, no, I really want it. When you eat it and you throw up, while you're eating, you know too, like, this food is not gonna stay in my stomach. And of course, it all comes back out. And another thing that made me sick was long drives. If I eat and then, if I eat in the car or eat right before a long drive, or even a quick drive sometimes, as soon as I get home, it all comes back up. So it was tough in the beginning, and I really needed to stay strong mentally, because when you're sick all the time, you don't realize that being sick all the time not only is a physical thing, but it's a mental thing. And so I was so excited and so happy, but I also was just so like, when is this gonna end? I kept asking my sister, when is it gonna end? She's like, oh, Ty, don't worry, week 16 is gonna end. Week 16 comes. I'm like, what is going on? Then she's like, Ty, don't worry, week 20. And mind you, she's pregnant at this time too. She's had a baby girl as well. So she's just telling me like, but she's 4 months ahead of me. So she's just telling me like, Ty, it's gonna end soon, it's gonna end soon. But it didn't end. But God is still good. Even though at least I wasn't vomiting every day. I know people have it way worse than I did. And of course it wasn't just, people call it morning sickness. Of course it wasn't just in the morning, it was throughout the day. I would wake up fine, able to eat breakfast, which is something I've never done. I'm not a breakfast eater, but as soon as I got pregnant, I had to eat breakfast, because if I didn't eat, I felt even worse. So once I eat breakfast, I'm good. Once the afternoon starts creeping in, it's nausea from the afternoon till I go to sleep. So it was hard. I remember one day just in the shower crying like, God, when is this gonna end? I cannot do this anymore. When is this gonna end? And God was just like, it's okay. Like, you're going through this, but it's just what your body has to do to prepare. So as you saw in the beginning, pregnancy announcement we actually did in Mexico. So I prayed before that trip, and I was like, God, this is like week 15. I was like, God, I cannot go on this trip and be sick all day. We're doing all inclusive. I get to eat whatever I want. I get to relax. I get to enjoy, and I have to enjoy this to the fullest. And let me tell you, from the flight there to the flight home, I was not sick one time. Like, God truly answers prayers. The littlest thing he answers. And so, of course, the day I get home, what do? Everything comes. I think I ate after, on the way home. What did I do? I think I ate when I got home that night. Everything comes up. So it's like I had 5 days of freedom, of feeling like myself. And I think the sun helped, and I wasn't at home all day sitting in front of a computer, which can be depressing. And you know, it was sunny. I just felt so good. And I was like, oh God, that's what it feels like to be myself again. It was great that we got to have that trip and got to do that, because that's the beginning of my, you know, the first trimester-ish, part of the second. And fast forward now to the second trimester. We did our gender reveal. Insert some clips of our gender reveal and finding out what we're having. I'm not gonna say it now, I'll say it once you guys watch. Most of you already know.
I cannot deal with this right now.
Yeah, that's 7. My heart, my hand is shaking.
Come on.
I got this. Come on.
My gosh, I'm gonna pee.
My hand is shaking right now.
You're not saying 6 bites. 6 bites.
So yeah, you guys see, we're having a girl, which is what I wanted from the beginning, from before I was pregnant, before I was even married. I knew I was gonna have a girl first. Like, God already showed me, he already told me, he showed me in dreams that I would have a daughter first. And so the whole time, like, my family's like, Tayo, no, you don't know, it could be a boy. I already bought girl clothes, like I was prepared for a girl. So when we were popping those balloons and I'm seeing so many blue, let me tell you, I told Ishmael, my mom, before, like, you know, if it's a boy, I'm not gonna run away and be crazy. But literally, I was prepared to leave if it was a boy. But I already knew this, a girl was what we wanted. I knew that we were gonna have a girl, and so it's just that, finally having that confirmation. There's nothing like it. So that was super, super exciting. Finally finding out that we are having a girl. So I brought Ishmael here so he can share his experience so far. How have I been as far as weight? As far as cravings,
Okay.
mood,
Okay.
and what else? Yeah, cravings and mood.
Okay. So cravings hasn't been that bad. It's just, I think you've always been that person that likes to pick. You have like all these meals, you just want little bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
One, you know, craving that's still lasting is the popsicles.
Yeah, I like popsicles. That's
Sure.
one thing that I can do every day.
She'll have like 3 or 4 in the day.
I've gotten better though.
She has. But I remember like before she goes to sleep.
When I was feeling sick and nauseous, I had to have so many popsicles just to, I don't know if it helped. I think it did help. That's why I was having it all the time.
I think that's pretty much it for cravings. Mood?
Wait, before you go to cravings,
To mood.
something that helped with nausea. What would I say helped with nausea? Maybe the popsicles. Ginger ale in the beginning, but after a while, when you drink something so often or eat something so often,
you get tired of it and just
get
get
so
sick.
tired it makes you sick. Even looking at it makes you sick.
And I think like when you have that first experience of throwing up after having that one thing,
It's a
that's
no.
it.
Like once you throw up after eating a certain thing, like noodles, like the first thing I threw up was noodles, so I couldn't eat noodles for the longest time.
Right.
Which now I can eat it, kind of.
But you have to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah,
like,
you have to reintroduce it because it's mental. It's not only physical, it's mental. Like, that's a lot of it. And so, yeah, I think I can't say what's gonna help anybody because
everybody's different.
Everybody's different. Ginger ale helped in the beginning, stopped helping. The Preggy Pops, that is just too sweet.
Oh, the nausea.
Yeah, it was just too sweet. I couldn't even do those. I really cannot say anything helped me, but like
the popsicles.
Popsicles,
yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't thrown up in a while, so
yeah,
I'm thankful for that.
Not my mood.
So mood, I mean, it's like a half kind of thing. Like, if, for example, I want you to be here, but I don't want you to exist.
Well,
so,
okay, that's a reach.
Well, not a reach, but I want your presence. But that's all I want. I want to know that you're here.
Yeah.
So that's a prime example.
Too much.
Yeah.
No,
so
much.
breathing hard, she gets irritated.
Even though I'm breathing so
Yeah, she's breathing.
Stop.
She's like,
I get it's embarrassing because I think about how many times he tells me I'm breathing hard. So imagine at work, especially even when I notice it, I'm imagining like how many times I don't even notice and people are like, dang, she's breathing hard.
Yeah, so it's just like you're there. So you have to take it as it comes because it's just a lot going on emotionally, you know, with her body. So, you know, for men, you got to be very patient because sometimes it's like, what I do?
I know. I mean, you've been amazing the whole, like, honestly, you've been amazing. Like, anything I want, he will get up and get it. I haven't been like a 3 a.m. I need pizza right now. But, you know, sometimes it is like, you know, in the evening, I'm like, okay, I need this. Thank God, like, Food Line is literally across the street.
Yeah.
So he runs to the store to get me what I need.
So you haven't been like, you know, I have to hide away from you, but I know when to kind of pick your moods. Where I walk in, I'm like, hey, babe, like excited. You're just like, hey. I'm like, all right.
Especially after work, when I've talked all day, I'm tired. I'm just like mentally tired, physically tired. It's just like,
So I'm just like, all right, just tell me what you need, and then I can provide it, and then.
And sometimes you don't even know what you need.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just don't know what's wrong with me.
No, it's hilarious. Like every time, you know, I'm coming to bed and she usually sleeps early. Once I come in, all I hear is, babe, I'm hot.
Yeah, it's just the heat. If I don't turn on the fan before I sleep.
Like, and then I get to the point like, okay, the fan is on, so what can I do to help? I don't know. Alright, well.
I know, and then I need all my pillows. Of course, all the pillows and stuff makes you hot, and then you know, you just sweat. Like, literally, they don't tell you, you're going to sweat. Like, I guess I'll do another video about pregnancy symptoms I didn't expect. But the sweating at night is different. I've gotten better for sure. I just like sweat right here now. But before it was drenched.
So I mean, overall, I mean, you've been pretty solid. It's not like the, you know, what people put online or on TV.
Yeah, the extreme.
Like, the extreme of.
Now we're going into third trimester, so it could change.
Right.
Hopefully not too much.
No, I mean, I've been seeing the changes because before, like, you'll eat and then you'll have that fullness, but now it's like you'll eat. Don't feel full.
Yeah. The fullness is almost painful. That's another thing I didn't expect. It's like you feel yourself growing almost in a way where you're like, at the end of the day, you feel like a balloon. Even if I hadn't just eaten, it's like I ate an hour ago. I felt my stomach is so hard and tense. And the first night that happened, I remember when I was like leaning on you, I was like, I don't even know. This is like, this hurts. And it doesn't hurt, but it's so uncomfortable. And so now I've noticed too, like when I eat, like before I get so full, like I cannot even breathe. But now it's just like, okay, I literally cannot tell if I can even eat. Or like now the hunger is like when you're not pregnant and you're hungry, I can't even explain, like it's not the same feeling as being pregnant and hungry. It's like the hunger is so deep, like it's different.
And I think, and I had to research this too, but I think in that third trimester, that's when the baby gains most of its weight.
Yeah, so the eating.
You know, because in the app, it'll tell you that you're at like 24, 25 weeks and the baby should be a pound.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
wait, she's about to be 6 or 7 by the end?
Yeah.
So imagine how big and how much
someone is eating on the third trimester.
And for me, sometimes, I'm not a snacker. It's very hard for me to snack. I like to eat 3 main meals a day. Before it was 2 because I didn't eat breakfast. Now I eat 3 meals. And so with pregnancy, snacking is very important because you need to keep eating just to satisfy yourself. So I'm like, that's been something that's been tricky because I don't like to snack. I like eating meals. Yeah. And so I think now, like going into the third trimester, I really have to pick up the snacking. Our pregnancy journey so far, it's not over, but you guys will definitely be joining us for more just to see, hopefully, the labor and delivery. I don't know how much of that we're going to show, but we'll see what
A little
happens.
snippet.
And even before then, our baby shower's in the next few weeks, so we'll be sharing that too with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you come back for more. Please leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, all of it.
We're waiting for that word to pop up for
yeah, so do all of it. But
right.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.